I am in pretty good shape, if I do say so myself. I've been in better shape. You know, I competed in a bodybuilding show, so I've been a lot bigger and a lot leaner than what I am now. But one thing that's never changed is I've always been in somewhat respectable shape. And the thing is, I'm no more disciplined than you. In fact, I'm probably less disciplined than you. Discipline is definitely something that I'm working on. The longest I followed a diet plan for is about 12 weeks. And that was in the lead up to the bodybuilding contest until about 6 weeks out. And then I fell off track altogether. So that's it. 12 weeks. 12 weeks out of the last 5 years is the longest time that I've ever been able to maintain consistency. It's the longest time I've ever been able to follow a plan to the T. But I still got absolutely shredded and I've still built a load of muscle and I'm still in very good shape. And like I said, it's nothing to do with my discipline. It's just that I've got better systems than you have. It's as simple as that. And it's the same with every single person out there who's in good shape. They're not the best at following a plan. They're not the most disciplined people in the world. They just have the best systems possible for them. You're probably thinking, what's the difference between a system and a plan? A plan is very strict, right? A plan is, I'm going to eat this and train this and do this at a certain time. Plans are great and they're great on paper. But if it's one thing that you've probably learned, and it's that I've definitely learned, is that life doesn't always go to plan. And as creatures, we are perfectionists. You know, we like to follow the plan 100%. And then the day that we fall off the plan is the day that we never get back on top of the plan because we've broken it now. We might as well not bother at all. You know, you crack on your diet and all of a sudden it's not, you know what, I've just had one slightly shit bit of food. It's, I've ordered the Domino's and I've had the Ben and Jerry's cookies on the side and I've woke up the next day and thought, sod it, I'll have the McDonald's breakfast as well. We've all been there. You do not need a plan. I've never followed a plan, like I said, for a long period of time. What you need is a great system. Now, you're probably thinking, what's a system and how can I apply it to my life? The easiest way of explaining this is, imagine you're like a non-player character in a game. You know, like if you're playing GTA, you've got like the random characters that you kind of run into, they spawn in the same place. These non-player characters have like a default set of actions in which they do. You're the same. You have default ways in which you do things. You have default ways in which you eat. You have default ways in which you exercise. You just have a default way of doing something. That's your system. That's the system in which you currently follow. It's as simple as that, okay? You have a system in place right now. It's just obviously not effective in getting you from where you are to where you want to be. The only difference between somebody that's in great shape and somebody that's not is that their systems and their defaults are just different things. So your default might be, I wake up, I'm in a rush to work, so I don't eat breakfast. I get to the office and then I scran a pack of biscuits because I'm hungry. I forgot to bring any lunch, so I grabbed what was ever in the canteen. I popped to Tesco and got a meal deal. And then you might have come home, made yourself a healthy dinner, and that's your system. Your system sets you up to fail every single time. Like I said, I am no better than you. I just have a system that works for me. Now, I can tell you my system and the way in which I do things, but if I'm honest with you, it probably doesn't suit you or your lifestyle. But I'll elaborate anyway, so you can kind of follow along. If I'm trying to lose fat, it's very, very simple. I fast. I probably have 2 or 3 coffee in that time, and then I'll eat probably between 1-2 o'clock, right? Whenever I kind of feel the urge to eat. Now, during that fasted period, I try and move as much as possible. I make it my goal to hit at least 10,000 steps during that fasted period. When I do eat, it's a high fat, high protein meal, so it fills me up, I feel satiated. And then when it comes to the evening, I'll once again have high fat, high protein. I'll probably have some carbs, and then after that, I'll probably have some form of snack. And that could be whatever I fancy. At the minute, I'm loving Viennetta and double cream. I have it every single night. And that's my system. It works. It works wonders. That's how I get shredded. And this system is the exact one that I used to get myself absolutely shredded and stand on a bodybuilding stage. Would I have been able to get to that point without that system? Probably not. I probably would have cracked. I would have got bored of making meals. I would have got bored of prepping food. So for me, that system was critical for me achieving that goal. And the most important part about your system is you have to enjoy it. It has to be easy and complement your life. Going back to my system, I hate prepping meals. I hate eating 4 or 5 times a day. I hate the ball ache of making so many meals, cooking them, preparing them, carrying around with me. I don't want to do it. I want to make my life as straightforward as possible. So I eat twice a day, 3 times max. The foods I eat, I enjoy. I enjoy cooking. They're easy. They're convenient. So once again, it fits in with my lifestyle. It causes me no extra grief. And I turn the walking in the morning into a bit of a game. Like I like to see how much I can move during that period in which I'm fasted. And when I'm doing that, I might listen to music. I might reply to message on my phone. I try and do some work. And that system works. That system is beautiful. It works for me. Is it the most optimal? Probably not. But we're not in the game of being optimal. We're in the game of being consistent. And we're in the game of trying to do things in the most sane manner possible. Building a good physique doesn't take 12 weeks. It takes 2 years, it takes 3 years. I've been at this for 5 or 6 years. If you had told me to follow a plan for 5 or 6 years at the start, I probably would have turned around and told you to fuck off and said, look, I don't want to live this way. It's not the way I like to do things. But over time, I have found systems, applied them to my life, right, that haven't been the most optimal. They haven't been the best, but you know what? They've been the best suited to myself. Off the back end of that, I've been able to stick to it consistently and make massive progress over the long run. And one quote I heard recently, which kind of encapsulates everything in which I thought and where my thinking was going, was you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. And that really resonated. And that kind of, like I said, encapsulated everything I thought about the process. It's not about having a perfect plan. It's about having a system for you which works, which helps you abide to it for a long period of time. And it's as simple as that. Find a system which complements your life, that you enjoy, that also then works towards that goal, and you will find that you'll get in the best shape of your entire life. Now, you're probably thinking, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to find this system. That's completely normal. Whilst I am in the business of helping people get in shape and I do charge money for it, I'm going to help you out for absolutely free. Over time, I've developed a protocol which has helped so many guys get in shape. So I put that system in place for them. If you want that system and you want to learn how you can apply it to your life, you're obviously going to have to make tweaks here and there. Top line of the description. Give it a download. It's the protocol that I use in more detail. It's a protocol in which all the guys that I work with to get in amazing shape follow as well. It's foolproof. It's easy. It's hard to mess up. So give that a download, have a read through, see if you can apply that system to your life or any tweaks you need to make to that existing protocol. And just from this point forward, switch your mentality over from I'm on a plan to I have a system. This simple switch in approach and mental attitude to the entire process, I guarantee will leave you with the best results you've ever had, and you'll feel the best as well. And it will kind of feel like you're getting in shape with a bit of a cheat code. And that's all it is. That's all I've been doing for the last 5 years. I've got in shape following a cheat code. I'm not disciplined. I just have a better system than you.